This movie is a disaster.
This is so bad.
And like,
Somehow
so
JJ returned.
they desperately bring JJ back, who did not want to come back. They beg him to come back to fix things. I don't even know if JJ might have even hated Rian Johnson. People are like, he changed things out of spite. I think a lot of that was like from the higher ups. They're like, you need to fix this. We fucked up. You need to fix this.
He backed him into a lot of corners, so like it kind of forced him to figure it out.
But then he uses some of his stuff. Like he uses the Force teleporting. So he obviously liked some of the things
And
that
the
he introduced.
Porgs are
And the
porgs.
porgs.
Porgs are in there.
But this movie is abysmal. It looks like shit. It's like the visual effects are good, but some of the camera movements look like shit.
What the fuck was that scene with fucking Kylo and his little fucking ship coming and then Rey flips over it for some fucking reason?
And then he definitely like looks like he dies.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he should have died there.
Yes. There's
And then the Force.
By the way,
They fake killed
I
Chewie.
didn't catch on to this. I listened to Dick and Vito's commentary track on this. I didn't catch on. This whole movie is taking place within 16 hours.
Yeah.
That's fucking impossible. There's no way this is 16 hours long. Like a lot of shit happens. But they put the main characters together and it's like, yeah, but we never had them all together in the first place.
Yeah, so like I can understand, okay, Finn and Rey. That's cool because they've been together. Finn and Poe. All three of them, and then the interactions between like Rey and Poe were kind of like butting heads too, and it's just like we're supposed to like these.
Because
three
in the first
together?
movie, all the characters meet each other, and then they're in that like big action sequence, and then they're separated, and then we see them all together in the next movie.
Like I said with the second movie, it should have been Finn stayed with Rey,
Yeah.
and then if they wanted Rose really bad, it could have been Poe going off with Rose, and then.
Hold on. Hello?
Calling with your Help HQ. How are you today?
I'm good. We're talking about worst Star Wars movie. What do you think is the worst Star Wars movie?
I'm with we specialize in replacement of windows, roofing, and siding.
What did you think about them adding stuff in the windows on Cloud City in the special edition of Empire Strikes Back?
Valid question.
Great question. So let me ask you a few things, and then I'll transfer you to a specialist who can give you all the answers, okay?
All the answers.
Oh, good. All right. So the specialist. Yeah, transfer me to the specialist.
Okay. After these few questions, I'll transfer you right over to the specialist. Do you own your own home?
No.
Okay.
I guess we'll never know.
That was 100% a robot.
Yeah, it was a robot. 100% was a robot. We had a robot call during the Blair Witch one. That's my new gimmick. I just answer the phone now.
They were like, that's a great question. No.
The plot of this movie is somehow Palpatine returned. That's how desperate they were.
Yeah.
I hate Palpatine returning. What do you think? Like, I know we like Ian McDermott.
Yeah, that's about it. Like, I just like Ian. That's it.
And he sucks in this, by the way. He's terrible in this.
They don't even use him very well.
Palpatine returning is so desperate. The whole point of Palpatine, he was overconfident. That was the thing. I don't want him to have a backup clone or some backup plan. The thing was, he was overconfident. Luke calls him out on it. That's why it's so satisfying when he dies. Your overconfidence is your weakness. Your faith in your friends is your own. So the fact that he just had a backup plan, which was maybe a clone, maybe magic, we don't know.
They
And
won't
the
explain.
Snoke clones.
He has a jar of Snokes with the
I got a jar of Snokes.
with the pre-made dent in the head, and he created Snoke to corrupt Kylo.
And then
Why didn't he just?
so he made a clone that was Rey's dad, right? And then Rey's dad fell in love with another lady.
Wait, that was I thought he just made children the normal
Right?
way.
I just thought he got busy.
The unnatural
I
way.
thought it was a clone. I'm almost positive it was a clone.
I'm sure in
And it
canon
def-
it's a
and-
clone, but I was watching him like,
and
who did
defect-
Palpatine fuck? Holy shit! Was it the bald lady who was on his
Anyway,
council?
and then the clone
Yo.
defected for whatever reason. Then
Yeah.
I guess met Rey's mother,
Yeah.
and then they got busy. So technically, Palpatine did get busy.
Yeah. So that's the thing.
I wonder
So-
if he was like wrinkly or if he was like good looking Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
Palpatine's back.
I need
He
to know.
wants Rey.
Since we want answer.
He
I
wa-
want answers, JJ.
He wants
Who did he fuck?
he wants
Maz
Rey
Kanata.
for a mysterious purpose, and then
God.
this is what pissed me off. Like Kylo Ren did the whole thing where I'm in charge of my own destiny. I don't need a leader, and suddenly
Puts
he's like,
the helmet back
he's
on.
like, okay, you're my new dad. I have my helmet now. Why? Like, that was more interesting.
Why
that he was now the supreme leader.
Why did he get a good boy sweater at the end?
Oh, God. Let's not even talk about that.
A what?
A good boy sweater.
Oh, he did get a good boy sweater at the end.
Sweater, and
Yeah.
he's just
So
like,
Palpatine is going to launch an attack. He now has Death Star style lasers on regular Star Cruisers, and he has his own First Order.
Yeah. The
We're-
final order,
That's a little on the nose.
isn't it?
the one new character that's with Finn is supposed to be Lando's daughter, but they, I guess, cut that out.
I'm getting into that. So yeah, he's going to blow up the whole galaxy, and they got to stop him. So they got to go on an adventure. And Leia's there. She died between films, so they're awkwardly using footage from Force Awakens, which was on the Blu-ray. So I know the scenes they're pulling from, which immediately I'm disconnected from this.
Yeah.
She should have just died between films. Open up with her funeral. Kylo Ren is now the only
They
living.
could have brought back that music that they played during Padme's funeral, or whatever, and had her just like with the dice instead
now
of
they
the,
With
the
the
necklace
dice.
or whatever.
Oh, wow,
but now
that'd
they
be
can
great.
have the thing where like
Hire me, Disney.
she might have been the only one who could have connected with him and brought him back to light. Now she's gone, so he's totally irredeemable. But they're like, no, we got to have Leia in the movie. We killed Luke and Han. We need Leia in the movie.
And then she dies, and then suddenly he's good boy.
yeah, so that's stupid. They wheel in Lando,
He's
and
like,
I
"You
say
know what we
wheel
did?
in because
We were just good friends."
I've seen Billy D. Williams at conventions. He cannot stand for long periods of time. So like that was in my head while watching it. I'm like, this is making me sad.
Colt 45.
So now you're literally propping up an elderly man, and you're propping up a corpse of a woman. And I'm like, this just feels really tasteless. And I could forgive it if the movie was like entertaining and engaging me, but the movie's also really, really bad. They go to Burning Man. Remember when they go to Burning Man?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
On Tatooine looking planet again.
They fly now.
They fly now? Oh, I didn't know if I was going to be the first to say it. Damn, that's good.
They fly now! They fly now! They fly now!
Yeah.
They fly now. They fly now.
They fly now?
We get it.
They fly now.
Force healing.
That has been canon, but
Mandalorian brought it in. That was weird. I'm okay because she has the Force books.
sure. The Force
And
books.
it's like, oh, we forgot to mention Yoda had a nice
The
cameo.
sacred texts.
Yoda had a cameo, and he was a puppet, probably enhanced with CGI because there are no real puppets. But anyway,
I love his
except,
laugh.
except for the $5 million Baby Yoda puppet, but
Yeah.
Jeez.
enhanced with CGI.
Fair enough.
I know someone who did the visual effects on Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
I can't tell. I have to look at it again. I can't tell if they use the little animatronics that they had for Porgs from Last
Last
Jedi
Jedi.
or if it's CGI. I think it's CGI, but I have to
Probably
look really
CGI,
closely.
probably.
So
I want one of those animatronics.
Rey finds out that she's a Palpatine.
Somehow.
Yes.
Somehow she's a Palpatine.
Somehow she's a Palpatine. She finds this out on the Death Star. How does she get to the Death Star?
Somehow she got to the Death
She
Star.
found a magic dagger that a Sith assassin had.
Somehow.
That did a lot of bad things.
Yeah.
Unlike
Somehow.
her lightsaber.
By the way, when she touched Luke's lightsaber in Force Awakens, she got a Force vision of his entire life.
Somehow.
Then she touched this dagger that killed her fucking parents. Nothing.
Somehow.
So then she finds his ship,
Somehow.
which still works.
Somehow.
And they go to, I guess, another moon of Endor, where part of the Death Star crashed, which our good friend Yoshi Vu worked on. And by the way, it's a lovely looking crashed Death Star.
Yeah.
Doesn't really make sense story-wise, because I'm pretty sure that thing like was incinerated.
That was actually part of George Lucas's sequel idea, was to have that scene.
It seems
but-
like something you could, yeah. And it looks beautiful, even if the scene we're watching isn't very
So-
good. It looks beautiful.
So this has been here for a while. Okay?
Yes.
Falling apart. But
Yes.
still somehow that dagger's matching up.
And she knew to
perfectly.
stand on the right section. It's like a fetch quest. It's a series of fetch quests.
There's the secret room off to the side where there's sharp tooth Ray.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. So the previous movie was trying to do the whole like, you know, maybe not everyone's like fully good or bad, and there's like a wiggle room in the mid ground, and it's like, no, if you're bad, you have sharp teeth and a red lightsaber.
You hiss.
Cool.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Am I bad?
Again, I don't even like Last Jedi, but this is like, I'm like,
Alright, yeah.
this is making me feel bad for Last Jedi fans.
Yeah.
The two of them that exist. And yeah, the whole movie, if we sound like we're rambling, the whole movie's a mess.
Yeah.
Palpatine, and then Palpatine's plan doesn't make sense either, because he finally gets Rey, and he's like, I'm going to go into your body. I could just do that now.
Yeah.
And then after Kylo,
And all the Sith people up in the like balconies.
And they were
stuff,
hanging
too.
out. Like they
Yeah.
could pull out
Yeah.
the
And
helmet
then-
up a little bit.
and then after
See how it turns out. It's fine.
They're like hookah chaka.
Yeah.
Hookah.
yeah, and then after Kylo dies, and then he gets force healed, and then Leia dies.
And they smooched for some
Yeah.
reason.
And then no, I'm talking about the previous death. And then he sees his ghost
that
dad. His ghost dad's like, "I love you, son. I'm not cutting my hair for this cameo."
I'm like, wait, Han Solo has the Force now? How does that work?
It's just a memory because he's not glowing.
Oh
blue.
wait, yeah, I guess in that case, Kylo Ren forgave himself.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
just checking.
So he forgave himself, and then Rey went to Act 2 to kill herself, and then Ghost Luke was like, "Forget everything I said. I love the Jedi. They're great."
Take this lightsaber that I didn't throw.
Yes, and another
no way
lightsaber
to
that
treat
no
it.
one knew I had. Also, here's my X-wing. Even though the previous movie showed that I used parts of it to make my hut, it's now fully intact. Goodbye.
My helmet
that's-
isn't there. It's not a gross, icky seat to sit on because it's not been in the water for forever.
It's terrible. So, like, then Palpatine's plan is, I'm going to go into you, and then Kylo shows up to fight the Knights of Ren, which were the biggest letdown ever. Because
I
my
was so
God.
upset.
I thought, like, this movie would be like a power struggle between the Knights of Ren, because maybe they don't recognize him as a leader or something. No, they're just guys with axes, and they die.
standing there menacingly. Like there's like shots where they're like,
I did
staring.
like the whole thing, whatever, where they're surrounding him or whatever, and then Kylo gets the lightsaber, and he's just like, "All
Yeah,
right,
he's
let's
like,
do
"That's
this.
the Han Solo
Okay.
thing.
All right, let's go."
So then Palpatine's like, I'm going to go into you. And then he's like, no, never mind. I suddenly found out that I could absorb both your power. I'm just going to make myself young again.
He's like, this is a better plan than I had originally.
He's like, you're a dyad in the Force. And then I'm there going, what the fuck?
Where he's like, I didn't read about that
what
shit.
the fuck's a dyad? That's not been mentioned. Also, the whole time this is happening, I'm like, I wonder what Finn has to tell Rey. He's got something to tell
You know
her.
what it is.
You know what it
Yep.
is? It's Rey.
Never gets explored. It was
But-
supposed to be he
Nope.
was Force sensitive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just cut out all the scenes.
Yep.
Should have just had it in the second movie.
Just cut out all that setup.
And I made a little video about that, and I don't know why that would be the thing you tell Rey as you're dying.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Yeah.
Like, why would you be like, oh, Rey, I'm Force sensitive? and then, like, never do anything about it. Like,
Yeah, and then apparently Palpatine, the most wonderful villain ever, who returned somehow, and bragged about his return, and he felt great. He was going to be a lady, and then he decided not to be a lady. A lot of things happened in the span of like 16 hours.
he opened the Raiders of the Lost
He
Ark.
decides, I'm going to shoot my lightning at her lightsabers.
It's worked well every single time.
And then they shoot back at him, and he should be like, oh shit, I better turn this off. And he just keeps doing it, and he kills himself.
Yeah. Rip.
And now she's a Skywalker.
They did the Iron Man thing, but with Rey. They're like, I am Iron Man, snap.
I am all the Jedi.
snap.
Should have said, I am every woman.
I am all the women.
Every woman.
Yeah, and then it ends with the horrible Force ghosts of Leia and Luke, and then she
Where
buries.
the fuck was Ben?
Yeah, she. Well,
He literally just disappeared.
Where was Anakin?
why did Darth Vader ever show up to tell Kylo, like, "Hey, don't do this. This is a bad idea."
Apparently, I can tell you why that didn't happen. Snoke said, well, because they didn't tell Ben that
Okay.
his dad was his grandfather was Darth Vader,
Oh, okay.
and so then when he finds out, Snoke was like, he just got really moody when he saw his son dying. So
Yeah.
it was just didn't really happen.
Yeah.
It was an accident. So
Anyway,
Movie's terrible.
this movie is bad. This movie's bad. It's bad from the beginning. They had no clear idea going in. They were making all these compromises. It's trying to undermine the previous
Dude,
film.
have you seen some of the concept art for this though?
Yes.
Some of it
Yeah.
looks so good.
The Colin Trevorrow script never would have got made because of Carrie Fisher's death.
yeah,
But what he had in mind was still better than this. I don't know why they fired him.
Finn leading like assault on Coruscant and everything.
Oh, they
and-
gave Finn too much to do. You like how they
Yeah,
gave him a
right.
new girlfriend?
Yep, and they gave Poe a new girlfriend too.
That was supposed to be Lando.
Oh, yeah. They gave Poe a new girlfriend.
Changing around here.
Sorry.
Sitting different.
They gave Poe a new girlfriend, but they gave you lesbians for 1 second that they cut out for the foreign release.
Yep.
We've talked about the films at length. Would you like to do your tier list?
Joanna, would you like to go first?
You came up with the concept of doing this tier list,
Sure.
Yeah, it's only right.
S, which is the best, Empire.
obviously.
A, great, is The Last Jedi.
No.
This is me. You got your own. I can write all. I got a red marker. I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Okay, keep going.
And then A New Hope.
Okay.
B, I have Sith and Rogue One.
Okay.
C for is okay is The Force Awakens and Phantom Menace. Not good is Clones, Solo, Return of the Jedi. And F, scruffy looking nerf herder, is what we just talked about. It doesn't exist to me.
Rise of Skywalker is your worst. Okay,
my worst.
How about you?
All right. So for my S tier, mine's way smaller. This is not going to work.
Yeah.
For my S tier, I did Empire,
Okay.
Revenge of the Sith, A New Hope.
In S?
Yeah. It deserves the spot.
Okay.
We're not asking for commentary. We're just saying, Jesus
That's
Christ.
all right.
It deserves
keep
the
going.
spot. I found a perfect 3-3-3, so I kind of just was like,
Oh, okay,
you
okay.
get A. You get A.
Okay.
And also, we wouldn't have any of these if the A didn't work. So,
Yes.
True.
or if S didn't work. Sorry. A, I have Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
I have The Phantom Menace.
Okay.
Maybe I would have swapped that. But anyway, Rogue One, an A.
Okay.
And B, I have, and B, I have Attack of the Clones. I have the Clone Wars animated movie, and then I have the Force Awakens.
Okay.
And C, I have Solo, Rise of Skywalker, The Last Jedi.
Ooh. Okay. And then what's?
D, I have the Caravan of Courage. And the
See, I didn't even bother with this. I was like,
what's
nah.
F? What's F?
There's no F. That is
Battle
just
for
the bottom.
Endor is not.
Oh no, they're just on the same tier.
Oh, they're on the
List.
same tier.
I had fewer slots than you did.
Okay,
but-
here's mine. All right, so which of those two, Caravan of Courage or Battle for Endor? What's the worst one?
Oh, the second one.
Battle
Easy,
for Endor.
Yeah. And
So
also,
your Rise of Skywalker, your Battle for Endor. Okay.
Yeah.
My S tier, Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back. Theatrical cuts.
No.
Yep, I'm doing it. A tier, Return of the Jedi. Theatrical cut. B tier, New Hope. Special edition. Empire Special Edition. They're kind of fucked up, but they mostly work. C tier, Force Awakens. D tier, all the prequels and the Ewok movies and The Last Jedi and Rogue One.
I have a good spread of like
They're
different
all in the
opinions
D
here.
tier.
Yeah, I was gonna
right?
say, what is your thing?
They're
Wait,
all
did you
in
even?
the D tier.
You didn't even
Wow.
have a B.
No, I wrote in the special editions.
Oh, okay.
Because they didn't have an option for them. And then the F tier, I got 3.
I can guess them.
Return of the Jedi Special Edition,
Okay, I can guess that one.
Solo, and Rise of Skywalker. And out of those 3, I almost made it Return of the Jedi just because I do think that's a good film that is completely ruined by its special edition. But top to bottom, because Solo had an idea going in and then they changed it later. Top to bottom, Rise of Skywalker is the worst Star Wars movie.
I think a lot of my choices were built on the rewatchability of some of
Yeah.
them, because sometimes you like want to go back and just watch the dumb scenes that you like.
Yeah.
And then like the nostalgia element is huge. Like
Yeah.
I think that's the only reason that Phantom Menace
Return
is so
of the
high.
Jedi Special Edition, I'm like personally offended by that. And then
I can
Solo
tell.
Solo was just like abysmal.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, wow, you really fucked this up. But Rise of Skywalker, I think, is like legitimately the worst one.
Yeah.
And now this is where everyone unsubscribes because we didn't say Last Jedi. So thank you for watching our in-detail discussion of the worst Star Wars movie ever made. Do you agree with our picks? Which one do you agree with the most? And why is it me? Remember to like, share, and subscribe and call our voicemail line. Xander, where can people find you?
You can find me at XF Plus on YouTube and TikTok, where I'm uploading daily Star Wars content.
Cool.
I'm on Twitter, stuff like hearts. I also made a
Nope.
don't
Don't go to that thing. Don't look up stuff like hearts on any adult website.
Fansley. What?
You know, I wasn't allowed to talk about the one I had for, but anyway,
See, maybe you should be a woman.
shut up. That is it from us. Happy anniversary, Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
Yay!
so free.
We
so free.
We will come back with another worst or best episode in the future because you guys seem to be enjoying them. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our other videos and Patreon page.